Okay, so let us now solder the LED light board. For this, you're going to be grabbing bag B from your kit. Be careful when you're working in a classroom with the contents of this kit. You don't want to just dump this out on your table because you're likely to lose some pieces. They might fall off. So I'd recommend keeping them in the bag and grabbing them as needed. So first thing we'll need is our PCB board. This PCB board, I want to show a few things. On the front of it has some outlines of the part components and where they go. You'll notice that they have they're identifying the components. So for example, this one here, it says C1. This is our capacitor one that we're going to be using. It has a positive indicator of where that terminal on the capacitor is going to go, and then it also tells you that this one's 100 microfarads. So all of the components that we're going to be putting on here are pretty easy to identify where they go. And on the back, you'll see these are the pads that we're going to be soldering to, and then all of the circuitry. You can kind of see the copper kind of going through the green here. So this is the back, and this is where we're going to be soldering our components, and this is the front, and this is where we're going to be identifying where they go. The first thing we want to do is go into our bag and pull out the the microphone. Okay, this microphone is going to be used to it's basically going to hear the sound of your speakers, and then it's going to adjust the rate at which the LEDs are moving. So we're going to go ahead and put this in the microphone. You can see here there is a positive indicator on here where it goes. It's not easily read on the back where that positive is. So what we're going to do is we're going to rely on the placement of these two leads based on the diagram where they're going to go. And that's going to tell us where the positive and negative terminal goes. So you're going to go ahead and put these in. Take your time, you don't want to break this. And this is going to mount flush. So we're going to mount it flush, and then in the back we have our two leads. Okay, so whenever I'm soldering or putting components onto a PCB board, I always place it in flush, and then I always kind of bend them a little bit so that they won't fall out as I'm working with the board. So I already have my iron on, and my tip is tinned. So what I want to do is I want to take the iron, okay, and I'm doing this without the use of an extra hand, which is a device that's used to hold boards while you're soldering them. Okay, if you do have an extra hand, it does make it a little bit easier. What I'm going to do is I'm going to heat up my trace pad, and I'm going to add the solder to it. You don't need much, and you don't want to bridge these two, so be careful as you're soldering not to put excessive solder on. Okay, so I did the other side as well. There you go, our microphone is connected. What you can do is these snips right here or these leads are a little excessive, so you can just take your end snips, okay, cut those off. You want to come flush with your solder joint.